Hey guys, it's Abby, and today we're going to be going over seed plants and plant structure lectures from Dr. Redak. So let's begin with seed plants, if it would work. Okay, there we go. Okay, so for seed plants, this is a seed, as you can see, and inside that little yellow part is going to be the sporophyte, which is the embryo, and then everything surrounding it is nutrients. And so basically the importance of seeds is that it basically allowed plants to come from oceans, like water type environments, onto land. And so this was like very big in plants coming onto land. So we went over the common characteristics of seed plants. Number one being heterospory. So there's a microspore, which is the male gametophyte, and then the megaspore, which produces the female gametophyte. In addition to that, the gametophytes are pretty small and they develop within the spore. So I've included a picture just to like show you where everything is, the female gametophyte, the male gametophyte, and just the alternation of generations in case you need a little refresher on that. I believe you do need to really know this, so commit either this one or there's another diagram in the lecture. I commit this to memory. So next we have ovules, which are made of the megasporangium, the integument, and the actual egg itself. So the gymnosperm megasporangia has one integument. Integument is like this like barrier type thing over here. And an angiosperm, if you remember what an angiosperm is, a flowering plant or plants like fruits, those have two integuments, so two of these like barrier type thingies. And so pollen is also a great addition because it eliminated the need for water for fertilization. So things can now be spread by wind and by animals instead of needing a moist environment all the time. Again, was like big in allowing plants to become terrestrial organisms. Okay, so gymnosperms have naked seeds. So we went over, or they consist of 4 phyla, and these are the 4 of them. There is specific facts that he went over for each of them, but we would be here forever if I went over each of those. So just kind of know the main facts associated with each of those phyla and differentiations. And I included some pictures in case, I mean, that really helps me commit things to memory as well. Okay, next, my favorite, angiosperms. So these are flower plants or plants that have fruits as well. They are under only one phyla, which is Anthophyta. And we also went over the parts of the flower a little bit. So these are all the things that I kind of boxed in red are modifications of flowers. Of leaves. So the sepals can cover the immature flower bud. Petals are just kind of brightly colored and they serve to attract animals and can help in like pollination. Stamens they produce microspores, and carpels produce megaspores. So these 4 things are things that you need to know. And also fruits. The purpose of a fruit is that it can help protect the seeds and also disperse them. So animals will kind of come and be like, oh, this fruit is so good. And they'll take the fruit somewhere else. And then whatever seeds they leave behind, that plant will grow there. So it kind of just allows for the dispersion of seeds and also contains the whole mature ovary in it. Okay, so it's also necessary to know the difference between a monocot and a Eudicot in angiosperms. I've included a little diagram because we went over a few differences among them. I would prefer you go back and kind of look at the specific differences in case I didn't include any over here. Okay, so for plant organs, now moving on to plant structure. So we have roots, stem, and leaves. which are the main plant organs. And everything kind of stems from it or has to do like a modification of it. I'm not going to go through how to, like each and every one and what's in every single one of them, because again, we'd be here forever, because there are a lot of terms. But I would kind of divide it up like this. So have like the purpose of whatever root, stem, or leaf, and then the types of them and define those. And then have the modifications as well. And then have pictures or define those as well. So this kind of layout would help me in separating each of the organs, because sometimes it can get a little confusing. It's not always as intuitive what's what kind of modification. So yeah, I prefer doing this. Okay, and lastly, the common types of plant cells. So we have parenchyma, parenchyma, and sclerenchyma. Really fun names. The parenchyma is the thin and flexible primary walls, and these are the initial undifferentiated cell type. The parenchyma are thicker and more uneven, but they do allow growth, like when the plant is still young. And so it allows a little bit of flexibility. And then the sclerenchyma is just thick, and it's specifically made for mechanical rigidity. So yeah, these are the differences between these three types of plant cells. Again, if you have any questions, please make sure to comment in this video, or you can even show up to any of our SI sessions. We're free to help all the time. Make sure to go to office hours. Yeah, so just really use your resources. I know plants may not be a fun topic for everyone, but they're definitely necessary and we all need to know them. So yeah, just use your resources, study, make sure you know all the red terms. There's a lot in these couple of lectures. And yeah, I'll see you guys later.